We should deal with this?
It's so big.
I have an idea! I don't know if you're gonna like it, Neon.
No, oh no.
It's kind of using its fins to scrape along the walls. It seems almost too big to fit into the tunnel.
Regardless of whether I hate this idea or not, you better spill it quickly, because this guy can move fast.
You know how they use things to catch lightning during storms?
Lightning rod, yeah.
She takes out one of her eskrima sticks.
You're right, I do hate this idea.
Is that a yes or a no?
I guess if it's gonna work, sure, I guess.
I'm gonna throw one of my eskrima sticks towards the goldfish, trying to like either stick it into it or have it catch it if it can.
You go and aim for the gills and everything, and it bounces off one of these scales that seems almost harder than rock. And it flies back, and it doesn't hit you in the head, but it kind of like bounces back and hits you in the arm. And it hurts.
Lightbright goes, God, is this what people feel when I hit them with these?
Yeah.
Well, anybody else got any ideas?
Tisum is gonna grab your eskrima stick and is going to teleport to the goldfish and like actually just stab it in and then teleport back. Is there anything to take from the goldfish?
I would allow you to take one of its scales.
I bet.
Like,
I'm just ripping the scale off of this motherfucker. I'm taking it.
That's messed up.
You grab
It's just
one
a
of
little
these,
guy.
Poor little goldfish.
and like in your hands, it feels like the edges are almost like sharp. It's so weird that you don't even have time to really process it before you teleport. And he's going to manage to kind of flick you, since you didn't choose one to resist the blows. He's going to kind of lash out with like its whiskers, almost like lash out like a whip.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, it's stuck in there, so plan's going ahead, I guess.
Lightbright, go Neon, let it rip.
I'm about to go Beyblade on this bitch. I'm about to let it rip. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not holding back in this moment, so I'll overcharge. Just fucking
overcharge, huh?
Blast this motherfucker. Channeling the full capacity of my powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape the environment, or blast them.
As you look forward, and you just you tell everyone, get behind me really quick, and you unleash this torrent of electrical energy that kind of arcs and sparks down the water, across the walls and everything, and centers in onto this eskrima stick, and fully electrocutes it, and you see it it bounces off the scales a little bit, but with the eskrima stick in, it is a direct conduit down into the skin and everything, and it slumps a little bit.
Night, Nemo.
Marks.
Night, Nemo.
As it marks angry.
Oh.
And it begins to, with a renewed effort, and it starts thrashing back and forth, still alive. Cracks start coming in through the ceiling and through the walls of the tunnel.
That wasn't supposed to happen. That thing was supposed to be. Hey, Wish Grandma, you want to do a thing?
Yeah. Wish Grandma, can you stabilize the ceiling? A
chunk of rock drops from the ceiling. Another one into the water, splashing up.
This seems a little beyond my powers. There's a lot of stuff falling. Oh, this could go really bad. I would like to charge up my powers.
And what does this look like? What does this look like for Rich Granta?
Oh, I think for her it's it's that psychic energy that she uses for her psychic construct. So around her there's little sparkles almost. Because she's gonna use it to manifest psychic constructs to the max. Can I only charge up my powers, or can I do something real quick?
You can do something. You can definitely do something else. This is a quick like.
So,
Amazing.
it's either goldfish or the collapsing stuff. I'm gonna work on the collapsing stuff because they can do goldfish.
The collapsing stuff. You like send these energy constructs up, and like pink light kind of covers and almost holds it together, seeping into the stone to keep it together. But you watch as it finishes breathing in, and Goldie lets out a breath of flame that goes down the entire tunnel.
Godzilla goldfish?
That goes down the entire
Godzilla
tunnel.
fish?
I need everyone to roll to take a powerful blow.
Goldzilla?
Oh,
Yeah, I think I see the fire coming, and I see Wish Granter, and Lightbright will click her heels together and her shoes light up, and she'll sort of like run and jump and sort of move Wish Granter like out of the way of the fire, and probably because this take the brunt of the force of the fire.
Wish Granter, what does it look like as this is happening? You're like turning around and your powers are coming out to like snatch away Violet Vex.
I think it's like a pink portal opens up from under Violet Vex and then yeets them behind me.
Y'all, do I do something for the drama? The drama?
Yes.
Always, literally always.
Cool. In that case, I'm gonna take that I lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
Yes! Okay, so what happens is...
I don't like that you're excited about that.
Lightbright, you're kind of in the back, having dove to get Wish Granter out of the way and into a safe position around the corner, and it like clips you, and you feel that pain and heat rush up you. You feel like you look down, and part of your costume has like caught fire in like places.
She's like, ah!
Neon, you feel that heat wash over you. You hear it, and you know that it's your chip. And a second later, you feel all of the surrounding electricity start coursing into your body. The lights in the sewer itself are starting to flicker and pop. Neon, you feel power coursing into you, and you have to let it out somewhere, in a direction. What direction do you let it out in?
Discretion with this. Can I use a burst of this energy to move at all?
What do you want to do?
Or do I have to... I want to... If there's a space in the ceiling, I want to go out. Are there any spots in the ceiling that have fallen through where, like, the surface is visible?
Yeah. You're pretty far underground, so it's not surface, but you can start to see, like, elements of dirt. See elements of dirt and grass. You know you could get out of that way easily.
Yep. I want to do that.
Yeah, you go directly upwards, and a blast of lightning from behind you fries what's left of this goldfish. The three of you are looking, and this kaiju goldfish is reduced to ash in a second, with a blast of lightning shoot into the sky faster than you've gone before. And you look above, and you see those reflective surfaces of the shield above you. And you let out a blast, and it puts a hole up through the shield, part of it crackling down, and you like crackling down into the shields itself, but you see a little bit of a hole in the top of the shields.
Like, you see, like, her glasses are like going crazy as they're like trying to track something on Neon, but like can't pinpoint her location like at all, and Lightbright is just there like full blown just spiraling, just like before I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is not what I was trained for. If the chip is broken, I can't fix it. Why can't I fix this?
Hey.
Besom, seeing Lightbright freaking out, is gonna like have the thought of like, could laugh at this later. and then was gonna go up, kind of like put her hands on your shoulders and like breathe. We'll find her.
No, that's not. You don't understand. You don't understand. Her phone is gone. Her chip is. I can't track her. I don't know where she is. This has never happened before. I always know where she is.
Instead of tracking her with your glasses, let's think. Where do we think she might have gone? Where's a place that she goes? Everybody has a place that they go, right?
If she's even in control of where she can go right now, I don't know. There's the school. The gadget room.
The gadget room. Where's the gadget?
Because her chip needs to be fixed. We have to go. And just takes off again. Is noticeably limping. And struggling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And will take the lead to take you guys back to the school and into the gadget room.
You see, like, as you're leaving from the Sunset District, you're able to look up. You look back up to the hole, and you see like red lights starting to turn on among the Sunset District. You see people flying up to take a look at it, to investigate, to see what happened. As a hole in the protective barriers hasn't happened ever. This will make headlines.
With the chip damaged, is like just struggling to even like move, or do anything. Like, there's a moment where like she knows where one of the entrances is, and she like is able to like struggle over to it, goes to open it, and then just disappears and is suddenly back on the street again. Like, oh no. And it's just like this constant struggle to even stay still, or even just keep any kind of physical form whatsoever. Yeah, she's real struggling right now. Yeah, I'm gonna argue that she has the hopeless condition right now.
You don't know what it is. You don't see it, but it's almost like with your chip cracked, you can also sense more than you were able to before. You're passing by buildings, and you can almost feel the electrical signals being sent from humans. It doesn't track well, but you can feel something following you. Someone following you. You know they haven't seen you yet. You know enough to pull down the mask again.
Struggling at first because I'm now trying to put a physical mask on a not very physical body. The like lenses inside of it are like bugging out because like they've also been blasted by this. It's all, my suit's all messed up. Yeah, I guess I'd again try and make my way to this entrance, I guess. Not much else I can do.
Second times, you don't know what it is. Maybe it's just luck that your fingers are solid as you pull yourself into this phone booth and are able to last long enough to dial the right number, and you'd be able to make your way into the science lab. Not too long after, the three of you would be able to catch up, because it's been hard for Naomi to get here. It's taken time and everything. So the three of you, like Naomi, it's like you get in and you start looking for the right tools, you start looking for what you need, and then the other three of you would come running in through the door.
I'm clutching Neon's hand for dear life. I will lead her to this teledor.
With a...
Yeah, you gotta move slowly with it. She's like, she barely wants to move.
Almost like greenish blue light fills this door for a second, and suddenly you'd be standing in an open doorway leading into...
Welcome to my sanctuary. So it is, what it looks like is we're on the platform of outside of a treehouse, is what it looks like. In a nice little orchard nearby, you can kind of hear some soft waves crashing as well. You're not in Kansas anymore. You are not even on the island. And it just looks like a little treehouse, but she does a couple of special taps on the door and opens it, and it's definitely bigger on the inside.
God, it's a TARDIS treehouse. I love
TARDIS treehouse, and there's already show tunes playing in the background. There's like a little boombox nearby that's constantly playing show tunes. Whoever walks by must be annoyed. And it just looks like a superhero's paradise inside. There's gadgets in there. There is like special equipment you can take, like these locks and these traps. While there's also music playing, and there's little canvas so you can paint if you want. So there's some like calming exercises, and then there's a whole basket full of snacks and a mini fridge. And she's immediately walking in. She's definitely looking around. It's just like, okay, good, okay, good. All right, everyone come in quickly, please.
You've had this place the whole time.
Well, how about that?
You always hang out here. This place is great.
Shit, WG, you've really been holding out on us.
WG, I like it. I close the door, and there's a zillion locks that she's working on locking everything down.
Makes a mental note, can't break in.
All right, we should be good for a little while.
You're immediately take the toolkit from you.
You're
and
looking,
start trying
Piper?
to figure out what I can use.
Piper, you're looking. This is beyond what you've ever seen before. This is Dr. Quintet levels, if not more.
You hand it to Piper. She looks at it and goes, "How did you
Does
get?"
it work? Is that
I'm
okay?
gonna ask. This is like Dr. Quintet. How did you? I have so many questions that I have to ask later. I can't do this right now.
And I'm gonna put something on Lightbright's arm, and it like
she pushes it away. She pushes it away and goes, "Let me fix her first."
You can still fix her while this is on. Okay.
Let me fix her first.
All right.
And
I was gonna say the nerd's back, but she's still stressed.
And I will find the equipment necessary.
Yeah.
Do I have the equipment?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
look at the chip. Do I have the knowledge and equipment necessary to be able to fix this chip?
Yes. Like, this is next generation levels of healing equipment.
She gets to work. She's quiet while she's working, which Neon, you specifically know, doesn't happen. You know that when Piper is working on something, she is constantly muttering under her breath about what she's doing.
You would also notice that Neon is also very quiet as well. Since like getting into the house and like trying to make a quip, like this bitch got ADHD and she still is a fucking statue, bro.
Is it just quiet from the other two as everyone works and kind of...
I'm looking for cool stuff I can steal.
You don't have to steal it. You can have it.
No, I'd do it sneakily.
Okay.
You're going through...
Oh my god.
You're going through and you're like...
You said superior? That's a 14 then. Oh.
You're going through and oh my god, this shit is locked tighter than a fucking bank. Like, you're going through and like... And you're like looking at the traps and like... This would incinerate a person. like deadly, like there are deadly traps, there are inconveniences. You manage to like kind of dance your way around them a little bit, and what you find mostly around here are the next gen kind of healing equipment, and also whatever snack your heart desires.
The seer is your mentor?
Yeah, pretty great, pretty cool.
Your mentor is the seer. The seer. Okay, Pokédex, go. And we'll point.
Piper immediately starts listing like abilities, known like villain nemesises. Definitely is like, oh, I remember this one fight where the seer was fighting this and she did this, and just like immediately like goes off. Oh, how did not put two and two together? Your powers are very, very similar.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Sorry,
Okay.
always forget that I do that.
No, it's all good. You don't know.
Don't know what.
I probably should have said former mentor. these visions that I've had are shared with her. And before our first shared vision, she had taken me in. I was kind of like her prodigy, her project. And my first vision was shared with her, and it was bad. It was really bad. It was me unleashing my powers in a bad way. And she didn't want that liability. And so she turned on me. And I ran away. And I have run as far as possible since.
Turned on you how?
She's got psychic blades too.
That's not. No, you can't. That's not allowed. That's not. The Bureau wouldn't allow that to happen.
Well, if she's stopping a threat before it begins, then that's not really.
You're not a threat.
Violet Vex, as Wish Granter's kind of describing the vision, you remember seeing the vision in the kaiju fight. And you remember it looking bad. Bad on Wish Granter's part. As you're all working and exploring and trying to make others feel better, those of you that have phones, whether it's on vibrate, on sound, you would get a notification of a text message. The same group as before, saying, "Quite the light show, wasn't it?" Wish Granter, you hear kind of a notification pop up on your computer as well, not too long after.
Okay, what does that say?
You go over and you see a familiar name, a familiar picture, like profile picture. Still using this, are you? The traps work both ways. And like meaning like you would know like the what she means by that is the alarms also get sent to her.
Oh, great.
Oh no. Well,
yeah, for those who don't know, the Doomed Sanctuary also has two downsides. One is easily damaged or tampered with, and one is tied intricately to your doom.
Yep.
Amazing.
The notification for the text pops up on Piper's glasses, and she swipes it away.
Mm-hmm.
She continues working.
As you're walking back to your dorm, Astra, you get another notification. And it's the alarm going off to your sanctuary. And you can guess who you just missed.
Okay. I think Astra took a couple of the more like portable locks with her, and she adds them to her door, like her just her personal dorm room door. Just a couple of them.
Yeah, you go.
And I don't think she sleeps that night.
You go back to Brimsdale. I'm guessing going back to your dorms, having everything fixed.
When we get back, I think Lightbright would look at all of you and go, we can't tell anybody about any of this. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Not even
her stuff has to be kept separate.
No, like I mean, not even Hydra.
Oh no, definitely. I mean,
I'm sorry. Yeah. Y'all were actually thinking about talking to adults about this? No. We can handle this.
No, I wasn't even gonna tell Apollo.
Oh wow.
No.
Quentin already know. He knows my powers. He'll see that. He'll know.
We can come up with a cover story for that. You should tell him anyway, so maybe he can make an upgrade to your chip.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Quintet. I sneezed a little too hard, and now there's a fucking hole.
A kaiju goldfish breathed fire on you. That's
no, we can't tell them. We can't tell them about that either. Do you know how much trouble we're gonna get for using our powers out there without a license? Absolutely not.
we're kind of skipping over the whole second kaiju thing, right?
Well,
we should really think about that. What does that mean?
Pulls out the vial with the one drop in it. I can maybe run a test or two on this, but from what I gathered, it seems like whoever was making that stuff in that lab that they shut down, I think the goldfish happened upon it. I think it was an unfortunate accident.
I don't think it was unfortunate at all. We were on our way to the casino, which was where the next step was. We got interrupted.
You would know it was a lot easier to kill. A lot easier to kill than the full kaiju.
I think you're right. I think that was the first test.
Regardless, I don't want to fuck around with my powers for a little bit. I would just like to be just normal girl for a couple of days. We could do that.
Yeah.
What did you go out and do? You look like wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Weekend parties, I'm new to them.
And you didn't invite me?
It was, you didn't want to go. You didn't want to go, trust me. It was more of an obligation.
Listen, we should go out sometime, though, because I'm exhausted. I don't know any bars around here, though. Do you? Well, see if any of your friends know. I'll see if any of mine know any places, and we can get a group going. Professor Callahan doesn't let up. I'm gonna scream. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna.
I've heard he's a really tough teacher.
Yeah, no, he is. Get him talking about his daughter though, and like he's a big softie. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. I've heard he's very difficult.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep. All I can see is bone names.
Okay, yeah, I can. Here, I'll bring coffee for us tomorrow.
Perfect. Good night, Tibula. Astra. Sorry.
Good night, Jawbone. I don't know the bone names. I'm sorry, I'm theater.
Close enough.
Okay.
Actually, not close enough, Professor Not close enough, Professor Callahan. You have to name the mandible and then the individual parts of the mandible. And I'm going to bed. And you hear from one of the doors, just kind of like a, "Please, for the love of God, go to bed," as you hear your other roommate, Finn, kind of call out. He opens the door. It's actually Friday night. He kind of opens the door, and you see like super tall and lanky.
Lanky, that's my favorite.
Blonde hair, kind of short cropped, very handsome, kind of like that low effort chiseled jawline. You're just like, oh, what the fuck?
A lanky chiseled man.
You see your roommate from the Netherlands. "Please go to bed. I'm begging."
Good night.
Yeah, good night. You would come in and see two individuals sitting there.
Oh fuck, we have roommates?
Louise looks up and is like, "Yeah, I was wondering where our fourth roommate was. I'm assuming you're her."
Mm-hmm.
And just goes back to talking with Kiana. Kiana kind of looks past Pisum after like a little brief wave and like smiles at Piper. I was like, "Oh, Piper, who is it? Naomi?"
Yeah, this was my friend that I was telling you about.
Yeah, we're in Electrical Engineering 101 together.
Yeah.
Both Pisum and Naomi. Whenever Kiana looked up and I was like, "Oh, who's this?" you saw the barest hint of like jealousy.
Pisum goes in and she's making breakfast for supper. Specifically enough portions just for the three.
Okay.
Is cooking for Naomi and Piper. Didn't ask, it just is.
Piper would then hold a hand out and go, "Oh, hi, Piper?" to Louise. We haven't really formally met. I think just seen in passing. But she accidentally starts to go with the arm that was injured and then goes, and then switches.
How does Naomi react to the twitch?
To the like SWAT.
Yeah.
Like,
do you look a little panicked?
Not panicked, but just kind of just like can tell that like my friend's hurt and this like I want to try and help. I'm assuming like we like go to like your room and just kind of just like are by ourselves for a bit.
Sorry, does Luis say anything back to me?
Oh, what did you say, Luis? Again, sorry.
Yeah, that was her trying to stick a hand out to introduce her. I'll be like, we haven't formally
he looks up at
properly
you.
met.
He would look at the hand real quick. And like it takes a moment, like an uncomfortable amount of moment. Like you're about to like pull back your hand, and then he would reach out and shake it. Luis Cabrera.
Popper Boone. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your major? If you don't mind me asking, you also don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Do you want me to tell you, or do you not? Business management. Boring, I know.
No, I mean, it's important.
He raises an eyebrow to you, like... yeah, sure. How about we all go get a drink, like, tomorrow night or something like that? I don't really know any places around here, but I can try to look some up. Do any of you know?
I know a place.
You're my new favorite. We'll go where you know. Yeah.
Oh. You have poor taste in people.
I've been told that a number of times.
We're gonna end up in some sort of frat party. That's literally what's gonna happen.
God,
yeah, that seems like the exact opposite. That seems like the top people that you would fight.
I just don't like people. I know a good spot. You guys know the Knox district, right?
Her.
I know a spot.
Great. I'm gonna text Astra.
And then it just walks over and gives you both plates of food. And then like takes her own plate to her room and shuts the door.
Thank you.
It just looks at Naomi.
Yeah, I don't think she's doing good. That is not acting very peace sim right now.
No,
Wait,
she was capable of being nice.
You guys know them? That's kind of my first time really meeting them. I just guess we've kind of missed each other.
We've crossed paths a couple of times.
Well, I mean, they seem pretty good so far. Louise, just like, yeah, definitely.
Also, the spread is like baby potato, like hash browns, with like seasoning.
Another way to my heart. Hash browns.
Bacon.
I will text Astra and be like, "We're going out tomorrow night. Non-negotiable. If I have to be there, so do you." Can I go knock on Peason's door?
She'll open the door.
First of all, thank you. You really didn't have to do that.
You guys needed food. I don't. So I couldn't cook something better.
No, this is great. I'm not used to cooking for myself. Naomi and I were gonna hang out in my room. I don't know if you wanted to join. You don't have to if you don't want to. You did something nice. Maybe you didn't want to sit in your room alone or maybe you did, and that's totally fine.
I've got homework.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be nice. You're just
endearing, adorable.
No.
Fun to be around.
Worth more alive.
You know what? I feel like coming from you, that's a pretty high compliment. So I'll take it. The offer is there if you want it. The one caveat is you cannot make fun of anything that's in my room.
Oh, I can't do that.
Great. See you tomorrow then.
Bye. Sorry!
Please ignore the picture we have of Violet Banks.
Don't ignore it, it's beautiful. Wait, I don't see it. I can't see it.
One of us,
I also have not seen it. Yeah.
One of our power may have gone out. Oh, well, I don't have a plushie next to me, guys.
Who better
And you guessed whose power's gone out?
It's not. It's not Travis.
This is not Travis.
It's not Travis.
Listen,
Moving past the only technical difficulty that's going to happen tonight. Knock on wood.
The entire stream.
Yes. Yeah, you've just jinxed it.
And that's
it's alright. It's okay. Guys, it's fine.
I hope my baby is not after saying that.
Maybe it isn't fine.
I'm so sorry to our editor. Thank you very much.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
So
Thank you.
much. Uh-huh.
I used different dice. I want you to know I used both of my gay dice for my other roll, and I rolled so bad. That's homophobic. It's Pride Month.
Pride Month.
It's
Pride
Pride.
It's Pride.
You know, the month where Pride gets to be 2 syllables instead of 1. Pride. I can spend 1 burn to use my powers to seize any one object up to the size of a person from someone within view. Can I use Peace as the object?
Give me an Unleash Your Powers roll.
That's what I meant to use.
Give me an Unleash Your Powers roll, because it does say object, and we're not objectifying Peaceum here.
Look, I don't want to objectify Peaceum.
I'll objectify
You stop it, Jasmine!
Peaceum is the object of my affection.
What the fuck? We can't hear you, bestie.
That's rude. That's rude of my mic to be muted when I told it to be.
You dropped it in the toilet. There you go.
Yeah.
It's still in the toilet.
Yeah, everyone's got one of those.
Listen,
Exactly.
don't laugh. It happens to some of us, okay?
It's happened to me before. It's happened to me
It has
before.
never happened to me, but I almost dropped an AirPod in the toilet, and that was almost really
I feel
bad.
like that's understandable. Does anyone remember watching Spy Kids and having the microwave? Having the microwave where you put things in?
Yes! Yes!
Oh my god.
Does she have the microwave?
Yeah, let's have the microwave.
Absolutely.
Oh my
It's a superhero's
God.
paradise here.
Oh my god.